Hello and welcome back to my channel for yet another Pompey preview video. Now these ones seem to do well, so can we get 15 likes on this one? If you are new, please do subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, we'll get in and we'll preview today's game. Now Pompey face Rochdale at Fratton Park in a 3 o'clock kickoff on Good Friday. Rochdale do occupy the position no one wants to hold in League One, which is bottom of the league, 24th in the table. 32 points acquired from 36 games, only 7 wins all season with 11 draws and 18 losses. They're not doing very well. Barry Murphy's men though do hold on to quite a good away record for their position. They've played 18 on the road this season, accumulating 6 wins, 3 draws and 9 losses, which is 21 points. So 21 of their 32 points have come on the road this season, with 6 of their 7 wins also coming on their travels. So I think this is a side that they won't pose too much of a threat in terms of being a good footballing side, but they need points. They're not far off staying up. They need those points. They crave them desperately. They're trying to battle to stay up, and as a result, they're going to throw anything at it. I don't think they'll sit back for a point. They'll try and get all 3. So we need to be wary. The last 5 games, they faced Hull, Sunderland, Shrewsbury, Lincoln and Peterborough. 4 of the top 6 in there. They lost 2-0 to Hull and Sunderland respectively away, before losing 2-0 again at home this time though to Shrewsbury. Then they went and beat Lincoln away 2-1, and then took a point off of Peterborough 3-3 at the Crown Oil Arena. Now that's a very good turnout really for a team bottom of the league. They've got 4 points out of a possible 6 in the last 2 games. Upturn in form is coinciding with a bit of internationals that they didn't play last weekend because they missed out on a couple of players. But their key players, Matty Lund, Aaron Morley and Oliver Rathbone, according to FOTMob, them 3 are their 3 top players. I did want to mention a couple of others as well that aren't on that list, which are Paul McShane, former Reading, Gavin Bazanu, who's made his debut for Ireland in goal last week, good goalkeeper, Newby and O'Connell, they're 2 good players as well. Their top scorer is Matty Lund. He's got 11 goals for the season. And the most assists comes from Aaron Morley. He has got 6 assists this term. Now the statistics for their season. Their attacking, shots on target per 90 is 3.6, 18th in the league. Big chances created, 36, 14th in the league. Big chances missed, 26, 19th in the league. And goals per 90 equals 1.3, which is 13th in the league. So their attacking stats aren't the worst. However, their defensive stats, goals conceded per game is 1.9, bottom of the league. Clean sheets, 6, 23rd in the league. Saves per 90, 3 saves a match is 5th. Clearances per 90, 16.5, which is 21st. Successful tackles per game is 9.6, which is 14th. So what I'm seeing from those stats is that going forward, they're not doing too badly. You know, top scorer on 11 goals, 3.6 shots on target again, which isn't in the relegation zone. Their goals is 13th, so they're still doing all right. But then their defensive stats is goals conceded is bottom of the league, so the most in the league on average. Clean sheets is the second least in the league. Their clearances per 90 is really low as well, and their successful tackles is about mid-range. So they're not great. Their average possession is 48.2%, so that's about average. They like having the ball, but they also don't have it more or too much a game. Now the injury news, or you know, the suspension news, for Pompey we'll start off though. There's still no Harrison or Geordie Hawula due to injuries that could see them out until the end of the season. That's definitely for Harrison to the end of the season. Alex Bass is still missing due to his injury, and John Marquis is missing for 3 matches due to an unsuccessful red card ban appeal. Rochdale though will be without their top scorer and key man Matty Lund, as well as Abraham Adonata and Jimmy Ryan, and Stephen Humphreys is a doubt for the game today. So, you know, Matty Lund being out is going to be good for Pompey. The other games in the league today, though, Doncaster versus Charlton is a 12:30 kickoff on Sky Sports. Accrington face Burton. Hull face a difficult trip to Crewe Alexandra. Peterborough travel up to Fleetwood. Ipswich, they host Bristol Rovers. Northampton host Shrewsbury in a game where both sides need 3 points. Plymouth versus Wimbledon. Oxford travel up to the Stadium of Light, home of Sunderland. And Blackpool, informed Blackpool, travel to Swindon. Now, there's a lot of big games going on this weekend. On Monday there are as well, which you'll have to preview. But we'll go away from League One now. We'll have a look at the head-to-head between Pompey and Rochdale before we get the thoughts of Lewis and maybe Dad and look at the table before today. Now, the head-to-head, Pompey have got 7 wins, There's been 2 draws, and Rochdale have only got 1 win against Pompey. That was a 3-0 win at the Crown Oil Arena in League 2 back in March 2014. So it's been a while. We're 7 years, over 7 years now. We're into April, so over 7 years since Rochdale did claim a victory over Portsmouth. Could definitely change today, and I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to say, oh yeah, no, we'll batter them, woohoo. No one's going to get any points off Pompey. We're flying. Because no matter what form you're in, anyone can beat you still. We're going to quickly have a look now though at the League 1 table before we get the thoughts of Lewis, definitely, and possibly Dad. Hull lead the way on 70 points with 38 games. Peterborough, they've played 37 with 69 points, can go above Hull with a game in hand. Sunderland can climb to first with a win today if they win by 4 goals. Do have 2 games in hand on Hull anyway, they're 3 points behind. Lincoln in 4th, not in action today as their game at MK Dons has been called off. Another game's in hand on 62 points, but Pompey have a game in hand on them on 58 points in 5th. Win today would see us 1 point off of Lincoln. Gillingham in 6th on 39 games played, 58 points. So they are joint with Pompey, but having played 3 games more. Blackpool in 7th with a game in hand, 58 points. Doncaster and Oxford play 8th and 9th respectively, and then Charlton down in 10th. Then we look at the bottom of the league. Rochdale, Pompey's opponents today, do occupy that bottom spot on 32 points with 36 games. They do occupy games in hand over Bristol Rovers, Bristol Rovers and Wigan there, who are on 34 and 35 points respectively in 23rd and 22nd. Wimbledon though they don't have any games in hand on them. They're on 36 points, 4 points above of Rochdale, and then Northampton, having played 2 games more, 36 points as well. So Rochdale aren't necessarily in danger, it's quite close, there's 4 points there between them and the drop. With 2 games in hand, it's definitely catchable. Swindon, Burton and Shrewsbury occupy 19th, 18th and 17th respectively as well. Now we will get the thoughts of Dad and Lewis, hopefully Dad anyway. Lewis should be a cert, but we'll pass over to them now.
Here is my preview for our game against Rochdale. Still got 100% win ratio under the Cowleys, and everything I've seen on social media and on YouTube, it's hard not to love them. And things are looking promising for us. I'm feeling positive about the game today with Rochdale, with them sitting bottom of the league with only 1 win in their last 10 games, and the team that have conceded most in the league. Even though Pompey are without a striker, I can see a 3-0 win today. Let's hope we can stay unbeaten under the Cowleys and up the Blues.
Now after hearing from them too, as I am always delighted to hear from them, that is where this video will be ending. I'm going to finish it off with a prediction. I'm going to predict 2-0 to Pompey today. I think Rochdale don't like losing 2-0, but they do it quite often, and I think that is going to be the difference. Don't forget to join me on my YouTube live from 2:15 today. Hopefully we're not delayed this week due to problems, but it should be 2:15. Do join me over there. I will schedule it shortly. Don't miss out, and I'll see you there at 2:15.